Ta-da!
Hey, yo!
I'm in danger!
Thank you for the one bitty clownfish. Hope you're having a good night.
Ta-da!
Hey, yo, what up, Eric? What up, Joe? What up, Yee Yee? What up, Clownfish? Again, thank you for the one bitty. Hope y'all having a good night. Tonight, we're just getting into no good. Damn, Clownfish OG with the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're getting no good. We're going to be rebuilding the my anniversary gift, which has been sitting with B-Sun Raws for a minute. We're going to get those fuckers right out of there. And we're going to pick an HMX switch to put in it. In the meantime, let's all look at the beautiful Kohaku. Type it on a single board too. That has zooted on it. Dang, we twinsies. Twinsies. This thing will last forever. Unlike this one. Although happy I got this big boy. And this thing won't even. I need to return this. I need to make the return and happen. Ads drive me nuts anyways. Yeah, and the funny thing is I have them as low, like the least amount of ads you can have. That's what I'm at. Thanks, my right one's bigger than my left. But yeah, so this is the deal. I got 3 different HMX switches that possibly I want to put in this board. So I'm going to try them out first and see which one I like the best. We'll stick with that. We got the Lotus. You like that though? You like that? You like that though? I know, but they somehow always do it right when you're doing a sound test. It was funny because we finished it the other day. My wife was going to recycle it. I was like, wait, I'm putting that in the dishwasher and I'm going to use it. And it fits. This is 90 switches. It fits 90 switches. Perfect. But yeah, we are going to try one of each of these in this black diamond board. Muckers, man, it makes your lips smack. And we're going to try a jammy, a blue topaz, and a lotus. You put jammies in the jam jar. Are you getting it now? Are you just getting that, Eric? Appreciate the shout out for Eric. Shout out for yourself, Keep Dab. Shout out for Shiloh. What's up, Chico? Hope you're having a good night. Hope my music isn't too loud. I'm trying new music here. The Beast and Raws are not that bad of a switch. A little deeper than I usually like, but it's still a solid switch. What's up? How's the start of y'all's week going? I work Sunday, so today's like my 3rd work day. It feels like a Wednesday, but it's actually a Tuesday. This thing is super flexy though. You bought a Dolus? Dang. So tonight we are just swapping the switches out of this black diamond. I've had B-Sun Raws in it for a while. I'm going to put HMX in it because we're going to HMX the world eventually. Ain't no way. These all sound fairly similar. The Beast and Raws are definitely deeper. Here, let's get this get this a little closer. Let's set the mood. Let's set the mood. All right, so the G is the Lotus, the H is the Jammy, and the J is Topaz. All right, so this is the normal B Sunraw. It's the Lotus. Jammy. And Topaz. I'm thinking Topaz. This is the Topaz, or the Lotus, Eric HMX Lotus. This is the B Sun. You can tell it's fairly deeper, at least in my ear. You said I need to do the spacebar? I'll mess with the spacebar later. No, I'm not trying to convert them. They're impossible to convert. You can't settle one until you hear the spacebar. Well, the spacebar, you can just put whatever you want in it. Most of my boards don't even have what switch it has a spacebar. I don't even. This has a clack pit spacebar in it. All right, we'll do one by one on spacebar too. First up is the Jammy. Little tiny 6 1/4 U. What's up, Unborn? That's the Jammy. Next up is the Lotus. Or sorry, not the Lotus. I lied. Blue Topaz. This right side sounds funny. There we go. I think I'm going to go with the Topazes. We'll put in the Lotus. I think overall I like the Topazes. What up, Keepscape? Why does this camera keep lagging, bro? Pissing me off. If I hit y'all with the up top, you're not gonna be able to see the board. Oh no, you will, Mike. Appreciate the shout out for Keebs. Oh, I gotta shill some other stuff after we figure this out. This kind of sounds good on the spacebar. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna do Lotus spacebar, Shinhai spacebar. All right. See, this is what I'm saying. Is most of the time I'm not using the same switches on the spacebar. Do I have a Shinhai readily available? Shinhai, oh Shinhai. I don't. I actually kind of want to try this switch on the spacebar. Just shout out to Keyboard Dad for sending me this tactile with the metal pole. I think it's the Haimu tactile. I don't know. That's kind of harsh. Yeah, I'm the same way at Chigo. I kind of just, if it don't sound good, I'm flopping it until I like the way it sounds. I don't like FR4 plates. Confirmed. But this was an anniversary gift, and I haven't looked if plate files are available yet. But I wouldn't mind this with like a carbon fiber plate that doesn't have all these flex cuts on it. I mean, I could put Shinhais in this, but then I'd have 3 boards with Shinhais in them. I got Gleams too that are available. Man, Shinhais are so good. We're going to go with whatever's on here. What's on here right now? The Shinhai spacebar? Yeah, we'll stick with that. We're going to go Topaz with the Shinhai spacebar. So let's put some jams back on. Oh yeah, I got them all. I got more coming too. I think I'm getting more Shinhais, but with the heavier spring in them. I think it has like a 60 plus gram spring in them. I'm looking, if anyone has macaroons they want to sell, I need them to complete my what's it called? I do like the Poros. I'm waiting for the Poros to get restocked, and then I'll get them. Yeah, the HMX Infinity Stone. That's what it is. I think most of the switches, clownfish, are going to be coming out with heavier spring variants, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of HMX switches, let me bring this up real quick. The green, this is a Kohaku. It's $1. Let me bring something up real quick. I don't know if I can actually pause it while it's up. Breaking news right now. Breaking news. This should probably be on like CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, all that stuff if you turn on your TVs and have cable. But Keyboard Dad and myself chose specs for Lube Switch's new HMX switch that's coming out. It's, from my understanding, it's going to be sold standalone, and it's going to come with a pre-built, like you can buy them standalone, or you can buy the pre-built Luma Key 60, and they'll come in that. However, the switch specs were approved. We did not pick the colors of the name, so we don't know the name yet. However, it's a redheaded stepchild mixture between the Shinhai and the Cheese. And then we took we picked a stem length that was kind of not too long and not too short, so it kind of made both people happy. Oh, don't want to do that. And then we're having a double. We felt 60 grams was right in the middle of what people choose, so we chose a double stage 60 gram spring. Obviously pre-lubed. It's going to be an all gray colorway. Again, that wasn't our choice, and we don't know the name of it yet, which is also not our choice. But we did pick the specs. So that is the breaking news that is all over your television that you haven't watched today. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think we took the Shinhai top housing and the Cheese bottom housing materials, and then a palm stem, which shares a bunch of different ones. But yeah, that's the breaking news. And I'm pretty sure I'll be getting some whenever they do come out. No, Shiloh, we just picked shit in like 10-15 minutes and decided. But I mean, we can shit. The thing is you can't. We don't have. I'd have to look, but I don't know if they have a 13.7 millimeter palm stem on any of their other switches. Let's look. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see. Let's try and make it right now. If we can make it, we'll make it right now. So, yeah, so the clouds are same top and bottom housing, but an LY stem. Most of these are LY. I'm just looking through these switches real quick to see what has a palm stem that we might be able to take from. So the Hyacinth V2 has a 3.5 millimeter palm stem. What's a jammy? There we go. Okay, so this is what we can do right now. I'm going to take a cloud and put a jammy stem in it. I got to find a cloud, though. LY is usually more muted. But it all depends on like the mixture of materials. There it is. It's the dad bob or the bob dad switch. Keep in mind this is on an FR4 plate. And the HMX daddy. So G will be the HMX dad bod. H is a Shinhai, J is a Topaz. F is, what's F? B Sun Ra. All right, B Sun Ra. HMX dad bod. Shinhai. And Topaz. It's definitely not as high pitch as a Shinhai or Topaz. Has a good pop to it though. I'm gonna keep that switch. I'm feeling the dad bob. It's the dad bod. Stock cloud. It'll have a stronger spring too. What up, Clackbait? The dad bod. It's the HMX dad bod or dad bob switch. All right, let's go over these again. All right, so this is a cloud. Blue Topaz. Shinhai. HMX Bob Dad, Dad Bob, Bod Dad. Noise Gate, HMX Noise Gate. All right. Let's do this again. B Sun Ra. HMX Dad Bob. Shin High, Blue Topaz, and Cloud. A lot of switches. What up, Clackbait? Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the shout out for Clackbait. What up, Eno? Last one was the Cloud, HMX Cloud. Yeah, it's more poppy than it is clacky. Keep in mind the switch will be fully gray too. It won't be these pink, white, and blue. I haven't even thought about. We didn't have the choice of picking colors, so Spring Rate will be a double stage 60-gram spring. Never thought of Koala with the resub. Thank you very much. 8 months. Holy shit. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you very much for the resub. Hope you're having a good start of your week. All right. Start taking this bad boy apart. Good thing about this is it has standoffs, so I don't actually have to take it apart unless something goes wrong. I just ordered V2Us. Probably be another week till I get here. But I'm on the mission to collect all HMX. So spring rate preference for me, Bushy, is usually between 60 and 65. But I don't mind like 50 to 60 either. I just feel like I type my best in between 60 and 65. Especially if it's like a dual stage, triple stage. Gets extra snappy on me. Smacks me in the face a little bit. Calls me a bad boy. I mean... When's the last time y'all see me use a switch puller? I usually just rip them off.
Hey, yo!
Huh? Pokelicious. Ooh, baby. You know my email. It's funny you say that, right? I've had an email since I've been in probably 8th grade that has Bobalicious in it. Maybe I'll have to get a Bokalicious email. Like my PayPal emails, that's still that email. Camera YouTuber used to say that all the time. Okay, okay. It's funny how many people don't know what bokeh is or mispronounce it, and they take photos and they're in the photo scene and they still don't know what it is. It's interesting. I thought it would be more recognizable. Like a white girl saying Blanco tequila. Also, Redline, super underrated set in my opinion. I don't know why I don't see more of it. Just use the last minute. What up, Dutch? Thanks for the shout out for Dutch. Yeah, if my Forever didn't have Cinder on it, it'd probably have this on it. But I also was a car guy before I was a keyboard guy, so the set kind of hits home. Put red line on your Lily. What color did you get? The red? It might not match that red. That red looks more like not like this red is super saturated, as you can tell. This is the camera's kind of blown out a little bit. Like the color matching for what you see right now isn't too correct. Yeah, red's really bad on the camera. It's probably better if I do this. Even then it's kind of blown out. But it's hard to pick up on camera. Like on camera, the Kohaku is perfect match. Black, silver, red, and white and gray. Put all my extra switches away the other day. And now they're filled back up. Oh man, my wife started making homemade bread today. Fuck, I'm in for it. I lost 20 pounds. I think I'm gonna gain it back in a couple weeks. I need to see if they came out with plate files for this thing yet. I doubt it since it's like a pre-built. Nah, it's starting to warm back up, so I'll start exercising and shit again, so I'll don't worry about it. Maintain that 200 and 190 and I'll be fine. What type of bread? Like no, like homemade bread, like a breaded loaf. I think she made wheat. The first one she made was whole wheat. Yeah, that's my favorite. The only thing I hate about this switch puller is every once in a while I'll fling a switch somewhere. Too small for your hands. I got pretty big hands, man. I feel like it. That's probably why I fling switches everywhere, because it's too small for my hands. Just like that. I just like it because I never have to worry about like dinging up an edge or something. It's so small. Later, Koala. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. Have a good night. If anyone's looking for beasts on Raws, hit the DM. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. This is probably the coolest keyboard I've owned. Like, aesthetically speaking. Carbon fiber, see-through chassis with the little springamajigs. It looks dope. DHL tracking today. When do y'all think it'll arrive? What is it? Did they actually drop it off at DHL, or did you just get the tracking number? A keycard mouse? Did you get the M5? The one that's like the sideways one? M3 magnesium. What the hell? Is it the mini wireless? Is it the one that's sold out? M3 Mini Metal Edition? It looks dope. You're on candid camera. Where? Oh, over on the side there. Dang. Over here slamming shit, girl. What's up, Energy Vortex? How are you doing tonight? Argentina. Nice. Thank you. Chat, quick question. I'm planning to lube stabs. Would I find more success with the syringe Krytox? I would say that you would only use that to like touch up your, to like plug your inside of the stems once they're already together and in the board. I would say just get yourself a little 3mm of it. Last you forever. What up, Lysol? Thanks for the first time chat. Realistically, the 3mm syringe, you could just squeeze a little out and use it like with a brush. Yeah, if it's in a syringe or if it's in the little tub, it's the same lube. Yeah, rotate it. Correct. Just squeeze it into a container. Really wish this board had step caps and 7U and split backspace. Shiloh, yeah, Shiloh's 100% correct with that. I've probably built like 50 keyboards with a 3 milliliter one. It lasts a really long time because you don't need to use that much. And realistically speaking, I probably over lube my stab wires more so than other people. Blue Topaz or Shinhai Spacebar, yeah. Unless you're crazy, Eric. There's still some crazy people out there that relube most of the good switches that are fine stock. But they also probably don't go through the pain that I go through. Where if I had to relube all these switches, I would never have time for myself. That's why if I need to lube switches sent to me for a review, those bitches are getting bagged. Stems are getting bag lube because I don't have time for that. You could technically use 205 grade 0 on wires too. I would highly recommend it with if you're using AP stabs. Do not use BDZ with TX AP stabs. Yeah, don't use BDZ for AP stabs. Yep, just a real light coat of 205 on the stem wire. It don't work. It'll make the stab tick. I bag lube or send to Ori. I'm surprised that Ori still has time to lube switches. That shit just takes so long. That was easy. It's so weird. Like I don't have any keyboards with a 6 and 2.5 spacebar, and this thing feels just so little in my hands. I'm the same way. I don't usually lube the housing on stabs anymore, but I only use I try to mainly stick to cherry clip-ins. Just feel the most comfortable with those. That's what she said. Skylar, did you make that trade for Windbreaker or nah? I did. Nice. You traded in person? He has to take him off his board and bring him to work. Oh, nice. I think you're going to like DCS. I really like DCS. I was surprised at how much I liked it. What you looking for? Oh. I'm still trying to look for the numpad for DCS Windbreaker, so if anyone out there has one, wants to get rid of it, just let me know. I don't think I've had but like one wire that's been jacked, and it was what, last week or the week before when I was redoing my W1AT. Actually, what I noticed today, I need to go through and reflow some solder on my W1AT solder PCB. My 2 key isn't working at all. It is broken in MX Hyperglides, so the actual leaf might be fucked. Might have to swap out the switch, but we'll see. Been using my W1 at work. Of course it sounds excellent. It sounds so much better. You know how awesome this board would be if it had a carbon fiber plate and you could see it through the case? Oh man. But my echo is good enough. Didn't you say it gets really dirty at your work? Let me look up to see if I don't have their. I need to look for Angry, or no. Who did the Black Diamond? Dry Studios. Angry Meow. Booty Bob, what up, Z Glow? It is Lambo board. It's inspired by the Lamborghini Aventador. However, if I turn on, it is wireless, but I have to remember how to turn it on. Is this it? What board is? Yeah, it's, and these are the stiff springs in it. I forgot to turn it on. I turned off the. I'll show you the cool stuff on it. Let me see. It's it's wireless. It's Bluetooth. But I need to figure out how to turn on the wireless again. It needs gas. Yeah, there's other springs that are softer that make it bouncier. My dumpling, my steamer. Thank you, Nuckin. I think it might be. It's one of these. I know it is. I just gotta hold it long enough. Either that or it ran out of battery. Let me just keep trying some stuff and maybe it'll turn on. It should light up when it turns on. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I found it. That's not in English, though. Here we go. Turn device on, off. FN plus escape. Boom, there we go, baby. Turn that off. Where is the... Here we go. Zoom, zoom. How do I clean lube from stabs? I know it's really hard, but what's the solution? Your best bet is using like Dawn and warm or hot water and using a little toothbrush. Back is just... It's you can wirelessly charge this thing too if you have their desk mat that has a wireless charger built in. It's plugged in. Look at that. Do a little type-a-rooney. It's not on a desk mat though, so I apologize. I don't have a desk mat that I want to get out that's big enough for it. Is that a coochie above? Coochie? What do you mean a coochie? I'm confused. Let's do a test here. All right, so this is the Black Diamond 75 FR4 plate HMX Blue Topaz, no foam. Kohaku, it is a Kohusi.
Nice.
Now let's compare it to the Kohusi. This is on the desk mat though. Yeah, of course it sounds better. The Kohasi always sounds better. Not better than the Forever, but it sounds better than that. It sounds better. That's why. This is the thing. The Forever and the Kohaku, in my opinion, are somewhat equals, right? So, perfect example. You just heard the Kohaku. Sounds great. The Kohaku side profile, probably the most boring side profile of any keyboard you'll ever see. It's just a box on wedge. It's just like, okay. The only thing that's super nice about the Kohaku is this back portion. And of course the weight. Yeah, it's just a wedge. It's not even a box on wedge. It's just a wedge. Now when you go with the Forever, the side profile is probably the hottest side profile of any keyboard ever made. And I mean, top down, more aesthetically pleasing with the blocker. Now, the one thing that lacks is the weight is not as good. However, the polycarb one, it looks way better than the aluminum one because you can see the weight through the PC. I don't need stealth. I have cinder, which looks better on the board. Those are some fighting words. I do that. I get a lot of people mad about my hot takes all the time. Just wish you were a ninja like me. All right, here, I'll give you a little dabble into the world of the forever. This is a nylon plate with HMX cheese. But yeah, they're both outstanding boards. I just don't think the Kohaku's worth the aftermarket price people pay for it. But that's just me. No, this is a nylon plate. Have you ever tried mixing the poly and aluminum top and bottoms on your forever? So the way that works, Ryan Keebs, is you can only use the I believe it's the screws are a different size. So you're only able to use the alu bottom with the poly top. You can't do the alu top with the poly bottom. You can't use the poly bottom on the alu top. Nylon is like a more poppier, full-sounding polypropylene. I mean, it's not... I can't... Here, hold on. It works one way, but not the other. Yeah. Do you know if the Kohaku is coming back in the group by anytime soon? I don't. I just stay on top of the Singa Discord. I think they're doing in-stock drops for like the polycarbonate one and maybe the red one. My nylon is only 7U only. I always ask for them just to do 7U. So this is polypropylene with HMX clouds. It's the aluminum version. But you can kind of... PC Kohaku in a few weeks. There you go. Yummy Yummy Chan. Thank you for the first time chat and shouting that out. Maybe I'll have to go in for that. I was tickling my brother's feet, but my mother told me to stop. Wait until he's born. Cute story. That's poly.
Hey, yo!
That's polypropylene. nylon. It's the cloud and the cheese, so it's slightly different switches, right? But Rios, appreciate the sub. Holden Whiteledge, thanks for the sub. Gabriel, thanks for the sub. But yeah, that's my my rough take on the Forever versus Kohaku. Hit the giant escape. Double Forever Toby. Yeah, I got an aluminum PC one. You still favor the PC over the Alu most of the time, don't you? I do. I think it's mainly just because the setup in it. It sounds, I just did the comparison. It sounds more full, but man, this board is just fucking beautiful. The keycap set is perfect for it. I mean, it's just a great board. This is my, I mean, these, I always fight over these two. Just because this is my favorite keycap set ever, GMK Copper. And this just looks awesome. Appreciate the first time chats, y'all. Tobacco, thank you for the follow. What we got going on here? I'm trying to catch up with chat. I was thinking about buying a PC Mode Envoy. You should wait for a PC Kohaku or just buy the PC Mode Envoy. I also have a PC Mode Envoy, and I feel that slaps above its weight class. It's the sleeper board. Why is the spacebar at such a weird angle? Is it just your camera? I have my spacebars flipped, Evil RX. You got to win a PC Kohaku first, yeah. But the old Envoy you can just get. There you go. Kissed it. Now, if you catch me at the Dallas meet, you can touch where I kissed. Because I will be bringing this board to the Dallas meet. Letting anyone touch me. Creamy Bob DNA confirmed. What I'm not gonna. I'm sure you can find a PC Envoy second for a good price. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, why is it flipped? Just curious. Is it a preference thing? It feels better when I type. When it's the other way, it's like inverted kind of, where this is facing you, and it's more comfortable when I type. Damn, those GMK boxes in the bag. I gotta remember to turn this thing off now. Nope. Maybe this is it. Yeah, it's off. Yeah, just make sure. I'd probably clean it a couple times, rotate, and then let it dry for 24 hours or so. I'll put this back up. That thing sits way up on almost hits my roof. Really want GMK Copper set. You were right. The PBT just doesn't hit right. Nice aesthetic, but it just PBT always sounds dull and deep. I did not, but Keyboard Dad in chat did. I actually have one on order, but it's for somebody else. Tayway, if you've ever seen or heard of Tayway. Oh shoot, I was supposed to check out these. So I had some guy send me these stabs, but there's nowhere, like he's like, have you checked them out? I totally was supposed to this weekend, but I didn't because I forgot. But they're clip-in stabs. Actually kind of match this. But I was like, where do you, like, I can check them out, but where can people purchase them if they want to purchase them? And he's like, oh, we only have a Chinese store. So I'm like, okay, so then why did you send me? Do you just want my opinion on them? I guess he may just want my opinion on them. Bob's likes all stabs. The only stabs I really didn't like was AP stabs. But these are interesting, to say the least. This is a clear one. I don't know if you... Yeah, you can see it. So the inside of the stab has like some type of silicone in there. I'm curious about these keyboards versus brands like Razer. How come these do not have RGB Bluetooth and most are 10 keyless? Several streamers are building the same type. I'm wondering, are there more options on the market? I'm a noob when it comes to custom keyboards. So the custom keyboard, in typical custom keyboard enthusiast, doesn't really care for RGB. That's more of like a gamer Corsair Razer thing. And most of them don't really care for Bluetooth because usually Bluetooth PCBs don't support VIA or QMK. I didn't like the AP just because I couldn't use BDZ on them. Honestly, made them sluggish. But yeah, these have silicone on them. They have silicone where the wires go too. Can't really... Can you see it? Yeah. But I need to build something with these, but I don't have any empty boards to build with right now. I know, I'll put... So, I know what I'll do with them. I have a Yunzi AL71 coming in that Yunzi sent me. I'll put them in that. Hopefully it takes PCB mount stabs. They're not. They're just some random Chinese dude that hit me up on Instagram and said, hey, I'm going to send you stabs to try. And I said, okay. Tirade, thank you for the first time chat. Wuche Studio has ones like this. Yeah, they are very similar to the Wuche Studio stabs. Let's try those. Rotate, good answer. Yeah, I'm a keyboard enthusiast who don't care about RGB. I'm not a fan of stuff inside stab holes. It reminds me of like the Holy Mod. Yeah. VIA in QMK is a software that's used to remap your keys. So basically you can, if I wanted to change my cap locks to control, if I wanted to change my cap locks to page up, I could do that. But there is lots of boards that have wireless options. Like the one I was just, well, no, that I guess that Black Diamond is kind of a pre-built. But most of your Neo and QK boards have wireless options. Mellotrex ones have wireless options. The Daring Run board I have is wireless, but it doesn't use QMK VIA. Yeah, I think pretty short stream tonight, only an hour and a half. How do you describe the sound of a full Alu Keeb versus a full PC Keeb? It depends on how you build it and what plate, what foams you're using. Because I'm building an Envoy and the PC option looks so hot, but I'm worried about the sound. I lean towards Alu carbon fiber plate sound profiles. Just do polycarbonate with a carbon fiber plate and it'll sound more full. Roland. I prefer polycarbonate sounds because I feel like it almost brings out a more full sound signature. I don't know. Does anyone else agree with that? I don't think it really makes your keyboard sound deeper or higher pitched, but I just feel like it's a more fuller sound depending on whatever switch you put in it. I'm a no foam guy. I can't wait. I have 3 or 4 more Cinder Artisans coming in for this board. I don't like tape mod. I don't. Planning on carbon fiber and no forms. Big tape mod guy. Tape mod. So Tabasco, I use my Mode Envoy to test switches. I think the best switch and plate combo that I ever had in it was the HMX Shinhais with a palm plate. Last question, is there a way to find out what sound or board key combo will make before buying them? Otherwise, this will become a very costly venture. The best I can tell you, Mr. Evil, is try to look it up on YouTube and see if there's a video made of it. No foam, most builds, but some builds unfortunately can't be helped without it. Yeah. Welcome to the hobby. Welcome to the keyboard hobby. And the problem we all have. Just trying things in person is going to be the best bet. 100% correct, Ichigo. Local keyboard meets, as Shiloh said, is another good way. Usually what I'll do, I'm talking a little loud here. Usually what I'll do is if I'm looking up what sounds, the first thing I'll do is I'll go to YouTube and look up that specific board and see if there's videos of that board and that plate, and then that gives you a roundabout idea what the sound signature is going to be. It'll sound a little different in person though, because mics don't pick up what a natural ear picks up. Yeah, that's let me see if I can do something real quick. I have lots of switches. Are all Franken switches made equally? Cherry black top housing, nylon bottom, palm stem. As long as you're using a JWK bottom housing, it's gonna sound very similar. He said that you had me die. You can't really find cream stems anymore that fit cherry housings, right? It'll sound pretty close, rotate. To be fair, as a person that tests switches for a bunch of people that continually send me switches to test, the difference in sound and switches is very minimal. When somebody says like a deep switch, like the deepest HMX switch compared to the highest pitch or clackiest HMX switch is very minimal. All right. Yee. I'm going to refund you because I'm about to raid someone. If I can do that, how do I refund you? It's either I refund you or remind me next stream. I don't even know how to refund. How do I refund points? Let's raid Stubbs. Yeah, I agree. We can raid Stubbs. Appreciate it, Shiloh. How do you refund? I don't even know how to do that. Is it a? Do you have to go to like? I don't even know. I have to look into it. All right, let's. Stubbs is building a board right now. He's building the board that I'm gonna probably build next week. Standard queue, and you can decline it. Okay. Minimal but noticeable. Yeah, it's. I guess. I agree. Minimal but noticeable. All right, y'all. We are going to be raiding Stubbs McGee. YouTube, y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to log off YouTube later.